two seas, two obsessions. Moby Dick and the Old Man and the Sea, each a battle not just against nature, but against something far deeper, primal. Call it fate, call it purpose, call it the soul's relentless push into the unknown. Melville's whale, vast and unknowable, drags men toward madness, while Hemingway's Marlin is a singular, elegant force, an adversary that commands respect, not hatred. Two oceans, two journeys, but the struggle? It's the same, an eternal wrestling match between man and the forces beyond his control. Yet, oh how they differ in the telling. Themes. What drives these stories beneath the surface? Moby Dick is a swirling vortex of ambition, revenge, and existential dread. It's not just about a man and a whale. It's about man in the universe, the unknowable abyss that stretches before us all. Ahab doesn't just chase Moby Dick. He chases answers, clarity, a reason behind the chaos. The whale, a symbol, a mystery, an embodiment of all that refuses to be understood. In contrast, the Old Man and the Sea is quieter. Hemingway strips away the grandiosity. It's not about the mysteries of the cosmos. It's about endurance, pride, dignity, and struggle. Santiago isn't searching for meaning in the universe. He's trying to reclaim his identity, prove to himself that age hasn't worn him down, that he's still the fisherman he once was. One is cosmic, sprawling. The other, intimate, contained. Now, onto characterization. Ahab, let's be real. He's a force of nature, a hurricane of obsession. He's not just chasing Moby Dick. He's possessed by the chase. The whale represents everything that's denied him, every scar on his body, every unanswered question in the universe. Ahab is not a man, but a force of destruction, driven, relentless, consumed. His crew? Just pawns in his personal vendetta, dragged along into the jaws of madness. Every decision, every movement, it all spirals around his singular obsession. Santiago, though, is a different beast entirely. He's humble, quiet, reflective. He respects the Marlin, sees it as an equal, even a companion in this duel. His battle is not one of vengeance, but one of honor. Santiago is a man deeply in tune with the rhythms of nature, even as they threaten to undo him. Where Ahab fights against the sea, Santiago becomes one with it. They're both stubborn, yes, but where Ahab's pride devours him, Santiago's pride lifts him up, even in defeat. And then there's the narrative style. Melville. Moby Dick is an ocean of words, a tidal wave of philosophy, history, religion, and digressions upon digressions. It's sprawling, it's chaotic, it's everything all at once, a reflection of the very chaos Ahab is battling. You don't just follow Ahab's quest. You're pulled into Melville's obsession with detail, with knowledge, with dissecting every inch of the world. It's dense, heavy, almost suffocating at times. And that's the point. The story is as much about the whale as it is about the weight of existence itself. Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea is the exact opposite. Sparse, minimalist. Every word is a thread in the larger tapestry, every sentence tight and deliberate. Where Melville expands, Hemingway contracts. The story breathes, lets you feel the silence between the waves. The fish, the man, the sea. Nothing more, nothing less. It's pure, distilled, and in that simplicity lies its power. Hemingway makes you feel every pull of the line, every bead of sweat on Santiago's brow, without drowning you in metaphors or diversions. And here's where it all comes together. The protagonists, Ahab and Santiago. Two men facing the ocean, but with wildly different hearts. Ahab is vengeance incarnate, his obsession so consuming it warps the world around him. He destroys everything, his ship, his crew, himself, just to lash out at an indifferent universe. There's tragedy in his quest, but it's a tragedy of self-destruction, of a man lost to his own rage. Santiago, on the other hand, fights for survival, for dignity. He's not trying to conquer the sea. He's trying to prove that he belongs to it. The Marlin is not his enemy, it's his equal. In the end, Santiago loses the fish to the sharks, but he's not broken. Defeat doesn't diminish him, it elevates him. There's grace in his struggle, a quiet nobility that Ahab never achieves. Ahab dies thrashing, consumed by the very thing he hunts. Santiago, though defeated, returns to shore with his spirit intact. Two men, two seas. Moby Dick and the Old Man and the Sea, each an exploration of man's fight against nature, against himself, against forces too vast to comprehend. But while Ahab drowns in his obsession, Santiago emerges, worn but undefeated. One story is a storm, raging and wild. The other, a calm, quiet tide, rolling in, rolling out. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more literature comparisons like this one. See you next time.